Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Evercade A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of the games on Blaze's Evercade retro gaming platform. Today we're looking at Star Luster. This was originally a 1985 release for Famicom that never officially came west in its own lifetime, but today we can officially enjoy it in the west thanks to its release as part of the Namco Museum Collection 1 cartridge, the second cartridge in the Evercade series, on the platform. The game is a follow-up of sorts to Namco's earlier title Bosconian, and casts you in the role of Dan Hynek's space ace as he attempts to save the galaxy. Star Luster may initially seem like a clone of Atari's Star Raiders, but it distinguishes itself quite quickly with power-ups, secrets, and its challenging adventure mode, where the final goal is a lot more complex than simply ridding the galaxy of enemies. So let's go see what it's all about. Let's go play Star Luster. Okay, here we are with Star Luster from Namco. This is a really cool game that I really like. One of my favourite discoveries on the Evercade. We'll start with a training mission, because that's the easiest to go. Mission: destroy all enemies and defend the universe. Okay, so the way we go about that is you move your cursor around on this grid down here. Press the A button to go and walk to an E, which is an enemy. And go and blast them! So you control this by moving the crosshairs around the screen, and your ship will sort of follow the crosshairs and it will fire at the crosshairs. So you can actually sort of lead your targets with this rather than always having to fire at the centre of the screen. And the enemies you'll encounter will come in different types and colours. So the blue enemies that we're fighting here, they are the easiest to deal with. So they've got the least powerful shots, and they have got the weakest armour. So you can take them down pretty easily. And they also won't do very much damage to you if they hit you. Next up are the grey enemies, who are more powerful. And then there's the purple enemies, which are very dangerous. Okay, so we've taken all of those out. The bees are the bases we're trying to protect. So it was important we took that one out first because they were right next to a base. And we wouldn't want them to get taken out now, would we? So you don't repeat the process until everything is dead. And that is basically how the training mode works. In fact, that's how all the modes work, with the exception of the adventure mode, which you can complete in this way. But adventure mode also has an additional objective that you can take on as well. So, in all the difficulties above training mode, as well as the star bases, you've also got planets to protect. And in adventure mode, some of the planets will give you coloured keys. And if you collect all of the coloured keys, then you will be able to unlock the sort of true final boss encounter. And you have a boss fight to sort of finish the game once and for all. And that's where sort of one of the clearest Bosconian influences come from. There's a lot of other sprites in this that are reused from Bosconian as well. A lot of the enemy sprites are either taken from or based on things in Bosconian. So that's why this game is... It's not sort of specifically marketed as a sequel to or a follow-up to Bosconian, but it basically is in everything but name. Alright, who is next? Right, these ones are grey rather than blue, so these are slightly more dangerous than the ones we've been fighting up until this point. But they're still not super tough to take down. One thing I do like about this game is that there's a good sense... Whoops! Taking a hit there. There's a good sense of... Oh, another hit. Have you knocked our shield out? Don't hit me again. Thank you. There's a good sense of 3D in this. Like, you actually have to look up and down as well as side to side in order to find all your enemies. Like this one here, I can see he's in front of me. But... oh, there he is. So yeah, just because something is showing up in front of you on your scanner doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be directly in front of you. So you have to do more than just turning left and right. You have to actually pitch up and down as well to find all your enemies. Okay, let's finish the job. And hope we don't run out of energy by then. Which hopefully we shouldn't. Because we should have more than enough energy. We can avoid getting shot. That would be good. Avoiding getting shot in this is a case of steering so that the bullets don't appear on the screen when they're at their closest. So perhaps not the most realistic approach, but this was a Famicom game. What did you really expect? Actually, I'm really impressed by the fact that this is a Famicom game. This is a pretty complex game, and sort of more complex than I'd expect to see on the platform. And I want to say that's perhaps why we didn't see an NES version of this. But then, think about the 2600. We had Star Raiders on the 2600, and that was successful. Star Raiders itself was the killer app for the Atari 8-bit computers. So there's no reason why this wouldn't have done well in the West. It just didn't happen for one reason or another. Okay, so we win the training mode. Mission completed. And when you're done, you get a score based on the targets you shot down, how many bases that were left, how long you took, and how much energy you used. I forget the exact way that it calculates that. But yeah, basically the higher the total score you end up with, the higher you'll rank at the end. So just like in Star Raiders, you get given a rank when you finish the game. And the higher that is, the better. Alright. Let's go into Command. I'm not going to do Adventure Mode for today, but because it is very similar in execution to what Command Mode is, just a lot harder. And so most of the things I would want to show you in Adventure Mode, you can see in Command Mode anyway. The only thing you can't see is getting the keys from the planets, and I've never been able to do that anyway because it's very difficult. But yeah, let's go for Command Mode. Now you can see from the map immediately there is a lot more going on. You also have a few more options. So what you can do is you can actually... you can fire long-distance photon torpedoes at enemy groups, and it will take either 4, 6 or 8 of those to defeat an enemy squadron. Now fortunately you only start with 8 of them, and there seems to be some sort of strange prerequisite as to whether or not the star bases will actually supply you with more. I haven't actually figured out those prerequisites as yet, so generally speaking it's good to take a little bit of the pressure off at the beginning like we just did, just so you can get yourself into an advantageous position as soon as possible. Come on. Come here. You see, the enemies are quite a bit smarter in this mode. So they'll move around a lot more, they will dodge a lot more. They're a bit more aggressive with the shots. But the same colour rules apply. The blue ones are still the easiest to deal with. The purple ones are still the most dangerous. The purple ones can actually destroy you in one hit if you're not careful. So you have to be really sure of yourself before taking them on. Alright, sector clear. They are surrounding that planet on 2 sides. So let's try and take out one of them as soon as we can. Right, see that planet's under attack. So it's gone black now. So that means that... oh, they moved. Yeah, that happens sometimes as well. Yeah, if a planet's gone black, it means that it's been attacked, but it hasn't been destroyed yet. But it means you probably want to prioritise taking out the enemies in that area. Come here. Ouch! Now, apparently, this game had a sequel on PlayStation called Star Ixiom, which is basically the same game as this, but with PS1 era 3D graphics, which I'm kind of into. I'm very much into the idea of that, so I'm going to need to pick up a copy of that at some point. I haven't been able to track one down as yet, but it's definitely something I'm interested in finding out a bit more about. As it stands, though, this game is definitely one of my favourites on the Evercade, just because it's not one I'd heard of before, but it also turned out to be a really, really enjoyable game. Alright, are you attacking that star again now? Made your mind up, have you? Oh no! Stop being mean to my people! Come on, come here. Nice. Come here. Thank you. This game has great sound effects. It's like proper sort of 80s sci-fi sound effects. Like you've got computers going whoop, bloop, bloop, in the background. You've got the pew 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 lasers. Stop attacking everything! I'm doing my best. Where are you? There you are. You run away from me, little shit. Right. You. You can actually go and visit the planets. I can't remember offhand if that sort of repairs them or anything. I think there is a way of repairing things, but it might be more complex than just visiting them. I don't know. When we've cleared out this one, we'll go and pay one of the planets a visit and see if that restores it at all. I guess this is a blue squadron, so they're pretty easy to take out. And a couple more. There, boy. Oh, there you are. Okay, let's go get your friend instead. Hello? Oh, God. Get your Death Star ass out of my face. Yeah, I saw you. Come on. You run away from me. There we go. Beautifully done. I think you'll agree. Let's visit this planet. Ooh, wrong button. Sorry. Please ignore the photon torpedo. I just shot at you. It was an accident. I did not mean to do that. It was completely accidental. Please understand. Right, so visiting planets and star bases is a good example of how this radar works, because right now I should be able to see the planet, but I can't because it's either above or below me. So I have to figure out where it is before I can pay it a visit. There it is. So what you do when you visit somewhere, you lock onto it by getting close enough to it, and they say hello. And if it's just, oh, that does repair the planet. That's good to know. Okay, But visiting planets doesn't give you anything in command mode. Like I say, it does give you the keys in adventure mode. But the general action in adventure mode is much more difficult as well, so I can't last 5 minutes in that mode. It's really hard. So yeah, what you can do is you can sort of go around sort of repairing and doing relief efforts to the planets while you're dealing with the rest of the enemy groups. But you have to bear in mind that you are burning time and energy while you're doing that as well. So although it might get you a higher planet score at the end, or a higher base score or whatever it is, you might lose some of those points on the additional time and energy that you used dealing with that. Come on. Come and get shot. You know you want to. There you are. Hello. Ow! The blue flashes are the enemies exploding, by the way, if that wasn't clear. Oh, no. Stop it. I need some energy. That poor old star's going to have to wait a minute. I could probably take out one of those groups with the energy I've got left, but I don't think I can do both of them. Again, we're going to have to look for the starbase. There it is. Again, you just approach it carefully until it says you've locked onto it. And let go of the accelerator. And dock. And that will top up your energy, top up your shields, repair any systems that have been damaged. And in 3 out of the 4 star bases, they will give you a power-up as well. So in this case, they give me a power-up to my gun. Should make dealing with some of these guys a little bit more straightforward. Should be able to take down most of them in one hit now. Maybe the Death Star type things we might need a few hits still, but most of the others we should be able to take down with just one shot now. Nicely done. So you can also... Ouch! You can also get, I think, a shield power-up. And I think an engine power-up as well. I forget what the engine power-up does, but it's something different to what you expect. I think it does something like it either lowers your energy drain or makes your shield restore a bit more quickly or something like that. It's something along those lines anyway. Alright, I'm going to go and repair this planet. Since that enemy doesn't appear to have actually started attacking that base yet. Alright, where are you? Hello? There you are. Love those noises. Bloop 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 bloop. The fact that your spaceship sounds like a Magnavox Odyssey 2 just makes me really happy. Oh no! Don't worry, I'll save you. Seen any purples this time out. I thought there was always at least one purple squadron. Maybe that is only in adventure mode. Ow! Stop shooting me! I shoot you! You're big and clever. Oh no, I've damaged my radar! That just means the radar will sort of black out and not work properly every so often. But fortunately, I think we're good. We've done it! Not confident about getting a good score there. But we'll see. .98, Wing Commander Leopard. That's quite good, I think. Yeah, used a lot of energy. But we've protected all the bases and all the stars, so that's good. So yeah, solid result, I think. Anyway, I think it's probably time to leave that there for today. That is Star Luster, originally for the Famicom by Namco, and part of the Namco Museum Collection, one cartridge for the Evercade, and definitely one of my favourite games from the Evercade launch lineup. Alright, we'll leave that there. I enjoyed that a lot. Hope you did too. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.